Hey, welcome back to Fresh Gaming News. So we just got the new Nintendo Direct, and I'm going to go through it. Overall, I think it was a pretty good Direct. I'm just going to go over and all the games that were announced, and I'll tell you what I think about them. So first of all, we got a new Pokemon DLC announcement, and they announced the release date, which is somewhere around here, which is coming out fall and winter. So they didn't give us a proper release date, but we know more about when it's coming out. I think originally they were saying it's coming out in the summer. But anyway, next we got a trailer for Sonic Superstars, which is like a new Sonic game that's coming out. We got some new details about that. I'm not really familiar in this game too much, so I can't really say much about it. But if you've seen the trailer, you might understand more than I do. Then after we got this weird like RPG online thing that kind of is like weird. I don't really care about that. And then we got another trailer for Persona 5, this new strategy RPG game. Another thing I don't really care about. And this is a game that should really be on the 3DS, considering it's a very like cartoony kind of low poly game. But it's not, so whatever. Anyway, after that we get this weird like cartoon 80s kind of game that looks a bit like Masters of the Universe. I'm not really interested in this either, but then we get a Splatoon. There's most of the beginning of this direct was very like small stuff. It's just mostly just miscellaneous stuff. But we just get a new Splatfest. I'm definitely going to be picking vanilla because vanilla is the best flavor. But also strawberry is good too. But who the hell wants mint in their fucking ice cream? But next we have the Detective Pikachu 2, which oddly enough looks exactly the same as Detective Pikachu 1, even though it's on a HD console. Yeah, this really doesn't look much better than Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. It looks very much like a 3DS game, which is funny because it's on the Switch. Anyway, the big announcement we got is a remake of Super Mario RPG. It's going to be in 3D, and it's going to have like weird graphics that match the original graphics, kinda, because Mario looked like small in the original Super Nintendo game, and now he looks like that in this one. So yeah, I'm excited for this game. It's going to be cool. But the other thing is that after that, they announced a new Princess Peach game, which is coming out next year. And then they also announced a new remake for Luigi's Mansion 2, which I don't really understand whatsoever. Like, why, of all the remakes you could do for the 3DS, why would you remake this game? I mean, especially considering we don't even have a Luigi's Mansion 1 on the Switch. Anyway, after that, they announced a Arkham Trilogy for Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. This is very interesting because they originally had Arkham City on the Wii U, and it didn't run that well. And they didn't have Arkham Asylum or Arkham Knight on the Wii U, so now we finally have all three games on a Nintendo system, so if you've never played those games, they're pretty good games. Haven't really played Arkham Asylum much, but it's okay, I guess. After that, we get this weird game. I'm just gonna go through the big games from now on. Like, Just Dance is kind of complete bullshit. Then this is just weird, like, 2D game. It kind of looks just a lot more farming games in this, like the last one. Like more farming games here. So many farming games. Generic racing game with Hot Wheels. Rabbids DLC. Nothing really that mentioning. But this is somewhat interesting. This is a new Dragon Quest Monsters game. They recently announced this a while back, but then they finally are showing gameplay for this, which is cool. I have never played any of these games before, but I heard they are cool, so... Anyway, this is the big thing that they showed, new Pikmin 4 trailer. And they announced that you can go indoors now, and that's cool. And there are also, and that you also are able to, like, carry, like, alien guys to your ship, and then you can, like, rescue them. And then there's also this new multiplayer mode, which is really cool. But the biggest thing about this new game is the night part, where you can go at night outside, and then they announce these new glowy Pikmin, which are really cool. But yeah, this game looks amazing, and there's also going to be a demo coming out soon, and then there's also going to be Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2 coming to the Switch as well. I don't know if they're getting like a physical release for that. I hope, but yeah, those are out now, and then the demo is coming out on June 28th. Which is a week away. Next, they announced the new Metal Gear Solid Collection on the Switch, which was already announced a couple weeks ago. but this is Volume 1, so assumingly they're going to do Volume 2 next, which will probably include like Metal Gear Solid 4 and Rising, and then the portable one, which I can't remember the name of. Yeah, I don't know what this game is. But then they had announced this really weird, like, bird game, which I have no idea what it is. It looks really weird. This game is like a 3D platformer game by the guys that made Sonic Mania. The gameplay looks fine, but I'm not really sure about the character designs. It's very creepy, uncanny valley kind of thing. I don't really like it that much. It's kind of scary, you know. But yeah, they announced the Wave 5, which is going to include a new level, but the most important part about it is the fact that they announced new characters, which is Wiggler and Kamek, and then also PT Piranha, which I'm very excited about because Wiggler is the best character ever. Then they announced a new remake for Star Ocean 2, which is very similar to the 2D HD style. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same, but I'm kind of fed up of these art styles because they're very like generic and like they look very similar to the other games. Like I'm kind of getting fed up with them because there's so many games that have this style, and it's like, can you just make it something different and original? Anyway, they also announced a new WarioWare game, which is very weird because that only came out like 2 years ago, the last one. So they keep rushing these games out. I'd rather they make one big game instead of like 2 mini games. But I guess that's the whole point of this game, is they're having mini games. But anyway, this game seems to be using like motion controls mostly. They didn't really show any games that weren't using motion controls, so I assume it's very much like the Wii game where they're all like motion control based games. So if you like motion controls, which I don't think many people do, you'll like that game. But I don't think that game's going to do very well. Anyway, after that, they showed some Zelda stuff, and everybody was thinking, like, oh, they'll show new DLC, but no, they completely just disregarded all DLC and just said, oh, well, there's no amiibos coming out in the winter. I tried to collect all the amiibos, but I don't know if I want to get these ones, because these ones don't even look that good. I'm not really a big fan of Ganondorf. I don't really like the design of the new Ganondorf, and Zelda I don't really care about either. Yeah, Zelda kind of looks weird in this figure too, so... I got the original Tears of the Kingdom Link model, like this one here. Not that one, but whatever. Yeah, so they didn't show any DLC, but what they showed instead was a lot better. It's a new Mario game, and it looks really great. Yeah, we haven't had a new Mario game since Mario U came out in 2012, and this one seems to be a lot more unique than that one. It has, like, weird, like, cool effects, like, you can control animals, and there's a lot of new characters as well. Like, you can play as, like, look at this is crazy. And there's also voice acting, for some reason. There's never been any voice acting in a Mario game before this, so... other than Hotel Mario. But yeah, you could play as Peach and Toad and Daisy, which Daisy isn't showing up, but you could play as Daisy in this game. There you go. And then Yoshi as well. It seems really cool, and you can also play as an elephant. But yeah, overall, I thought this direct was pretty good. We had a few good games. There was a lot of Mario in this presentation, which is fine, I guess, but like I would have rather had some more unique franchises other than just Mario. And we got the Luigi's Mansion 2 remake, which doesn't make any sense. And then we got amiibos for Zelda, which is completely non a thing, like just completely nothing. And then we got a new WarioWare game. So yeah, it was cool, I guess, but yeah, I would say it's like a 7 out of 10. But anyway, that's going to do it for Fresh Gaming News. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.